Welcome back to News Across Nigeria, where we keep you posted on what's happening across the Nigerian Federation. We'd like to remind you that all our top stories can be found on our website. That's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to see us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to encourage you to use the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, just tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. In the South-South region, nurses at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital are calling on the Edo State government and security forces to ensure the immediate release of their abducted colleague who was kidnapped on Sunday in Benin City. The nurses made the demand during a peaceful demonstration at the hospital complex, where they raised concern over what they call the worsening security situation in Edo State.
Nurses and midwives at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital on a peaceful protest march to call for the immediate and unconditional release of their colleague, Mrs. Rita Aiwelera. The nurses are appealing to the state government and security agencies in the state to rise and curb the resurgent increase in kidnap cases in the state.
When we went to see the family yesterday, the husband told us that they already demanded for a ransom of 10 million naira. I wonder how the working class in this country, civil servants in Nigeria working in UBTH, the man is working with a private firm. I wonder how they could be imagining the man giving them 10 million naira. What we are here to say is that they should release her unconditionally.
Somebody that sacrifices her time and night and sleep in order to care for the patient. This is unfair.
We appeal to the government to put an end to this ugly trend. Doctors are being kidnapped, lawyers are being kidnapped, nurses are being kidnapped, even market women are being kidnapped. Nobody is safe in the country. Pastors are being kidnapped. The only people not being kidnapped are those up there. Let them do something to put an end to this.
The nurses say they won't down tools yet, but there is the need to explain their predicaments to these patients whom they say were under the care of their kidnapped colleague.
One of our nuns, they don't kidnap her for it won't win her for being here. If we say that we lock everywhere and say we not go work, innocent person fit die today. Who the family not ready fit die for burial, but they plan for burial or emergency. We don't want to do wicked things as people they do to us now. Now very bad way to pay us. Say they'll come kidnap us if they come from church.
They even sought spiritual help from God to rescue their colleague. While the nurses continue to wait and pray for the freedom of their colleague, this incident, however, underscores the urgent need for improvement in the security of lives and property of the citizens.
As the report says, the nurses call on the state government in Edo State, the security agencies there, to ensure the quick release of that kidnapped nurse. And we hope that situation is resolved as well as quickly as possible. Elsewhere, the Code of Conduct Tribunal has continued the trial of Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki over alleged false declaration of assets. But before we go to that story, as the Rivers State government concludes plans to mark Governor Nyesom Wike's first year in office, the Commissioner for Information in the state, Austin Tam George, says at least 150 kilometers of road fixed in the last 1 year is ready for commissioning. He said this at a meeting with journalists in Government House, Port Harcourt, the state capital. According to him, the government has also lined up activities which include commissioning of other projects during the celebration.
In the road infrastructure sector, for instance, the Nyesom Wike administration, given the paucity of funds that we are dealing with, has done something that you can only characterize as revolutionary. We have tarred over 150 kilometers of roads across the state. If you go, for instance, to the Borokiri area, where the roads were not just bad, but near impassable, the people there do not now only have better roads. We are seeing a boom in economic activities. We have seen for the first time in decades, actually, an uptick in the business life of the people in the area. If you go to Industry Road is the link road between UTC here on Azikiwe Road to NTA and to MPA. Very important, not just a residential area, but very important artery that serves the port. It was impassable for nearly 2 decades.
The Foundation for Partnerships Initiative in the Niger Delta says it will not relent in its grassroots campaign for peace and development in the region, using its campaign for the embrace of agriculture. To achieve this, the organization has met with the Cross River State Planning Commission to identify key areas in the agricultural sector where it can support to increase productivity and the lives of its farmers.
Cross River State government wants to increase productivity and income of farmers in various commodity sectors, in cocoa, in aquaculture, in oil palm, in cassava. We have an overlap of areas of interest in those areas. We too are interested in working in those areas, and we have programs and interventions that are ongoing in other states of the region at the moment.
We're looking at issues or area opportunities around agriculture, value chain, oil palm activities, value chain, if you like, rice cultivation, working with markets too. We're looking at interventions around aquaculture, deepening the economy of our people, strengthening footprints on where over time our parents, our forebearers have all been involved in. So the learning curve, working with PINT, and of course having Market 2 on board, as well as CUSO, the Canadian institution, is overwhelming. And that's why at the planning office we're excited that this is happening. We're excited that for the first time in our history, we're putting together a roadmap, a 30-year roadmap that draws lessons from the past and builds upon it, and with a bid to leapfrogging into the future.
From the south-south to the north-central region, but staying with agriculture, the Kwara State Governor, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, has tasked farmers in the state on self-sufficiency in sugarcane production through increased plantation. The governor was speaking at the flag-off of the 2016 sugarcane planting season in Lafiaji, the headquarters of Edu local government area of the state. Governor Ahmed wants the states to play a major role in reducing Nigeria's raw sugarcane import, which stood at about 1.45 million tons in 2015.
Today, we are taking another positive step in our resolve to end importation of sugar into the country and expand the base of our state's economy. I have been informed the main sugar estate will produce at least 1.5 million tons of sugarcane annually, as well as employ about 6,000 workers directly and another close to 19,000 indirectly. No doubt, this will significantly reduce youth unemployment in this area and bring more prosperity to its people. As some of us know, the sugar subsector is an important one. This is derived from the subsector's contribution to employment, development of other subsidiary industries, and its significant rural economy. Currently, Nigeria continues to be a large sugar consumer. This high consumption rate is largely attributed to our increasing population, as well as continuous growth in food processing sector, for which sugar is a major ingredient. We're encouraging farmers through the off-taker demand-driven scheme and expanding access to finance and other crucial inputs, such as the Kwara Agro Mall, which of course is a one-stop shop for farmers.
Governor of Kwara State, Abdul Fattah Ahmed. You're watching news across Nigeria. In the third half, the Kaduna State Governor inaugurates a new traffic agency. Don't go away.